Good afternoon. I hope you are having a good day. My name is Chris Oates. I go by Diana Darling on Instagram if you want to follow. Today I am going to compare a bunch of grippy leggings for pole dancing. I personally have a really hard time sticking to the pole. I slide down no matter what I do. And I know there's other people like me. There's several ways that you can combat that. You can use grips. The one that I use the most is Tack 2, which I will demonstrate. But I also like grippy leggings. Now there's a lot of grippy leggings and there's a pretty wide price comparison. I'm one of those people that I really like to find the differences, the positives and the negatives. So I have, as you can see from the display over here, I have collected a fairly large amount of grippy leggings. And I'm going to show you and tell you what I like about each and let you make your own decisions. Now, for those of you who don't know, grippy leggings are designed to add extra grip, just like they talk about, on the pole when you're dancing. Now, the reasons why anybody would want to do something like this are varied. Some people don't want to wear more traditional pole clothes. Some people aren't comfortable in something like this, tank top and pole shorts. That's okay. Because of that, they could use grippy leggings and still be able to do the same things, where if they use regular shorts or sweats, you're not going to stick to the pole. Some people get cold. It can be cold in those pole studios. Leggings can provide a little bit of extra warmth. They're also protective to your skin. Pole bruises are a thing, and like me, I'm going on a cruise in about a week and a half. I would prefer not to have bruises all down my inner thighs while I'm in my bikini on a cruise. Other people, you just don't feel like shaving that day, or you just don't feel like using your tack, things like that. You may want to wear some leggings. Okay, so sum it up. Reasons why you'd want to wear grippy leggings: stick to the pole, modesty, warmth, laziness, and protection. Okay? Now, next step is finding the leggings that work for you. There are a lot of different brands and leggings are not cheap. So if you don't have the right ones, they don't have the right fit, you may have just wasted your money. So I have accumulated rather large collection of grippy leggings, and I'm going to go over them with you, telling you how much they cost, what the measurements are, and how they affect things. Okay? First, I'm going to go over to my pole, which is here behind me, and I'm going to try and do a regular sit. I have no tack, I have nothing on me at all that will help me grip. So you can see how my normal skin handles this silver pole. 1, 2, and we slide down. Yeah, this is what happens every time if I don't have any tack on. I can not stay up. Okay? Now, if I want to stay on the pole, but I don't want to wear my leggings, this is what I prefer. Hope you can see it. Stick it, Tack 2, and I like this roller version, like this, so that I can literally do this. Okay. Okay, tack is on. Now this might make it interesting getting into some of these leggings, but okay. The tack is on. Now I'm going to try and get on the pole. 1, 2, and there we go. I'm sticking. And I can stay up. Great. Okay. Now the problem is, and it's hard to see, I now have tack on my pole. The insides of my legs are kind of sticky. And they'll stay that way till I take a shower. And now it's on my hands. So while the tack is great, it does do its job. I can sit like this all day long, no problem. It's not inexpensive, but it's just not really what I want. The leggings I'm gonna do, there's actually 2 of them, but I'm only gonna demonstrate one because they're basically the same, they're just different colors. Okay, you have these. This is black, attractive little butt on it, little yoke, really cute. This is burgundy, again, kind of attractive cut, really kind of cute, really color. These are the cheapest ones I've got. I got these off of Amazon. They were 20, let me double check. Well, between $20.99 and $25.99. This brand is Dallin's Faux Leather PU leggings off of Amazon. They're just a generic legging, pull on. They're not specifically designed for pull. They're just leggings. They're just faux leather, okay? Easy to put on. Pull up. Okay? They're a relatively flattering cut. See? Not too bad. Definitely something that you could go from pole class, leave on, walk out and go to your car or go out for lunch or whatever, and nobody's going to look at you funny, which is kind of a cool thing. They're not real snug. They've got some stretchy to them. They're pretty comfortable. They do not have a stirrup on the bottom that will keep the leg down. And like these, I've noticed that these kind of leggings tend to have a shorter inseam. I have a long inseam. My inseam is 32 inches, okay? I'm long-legged. I'm only 5'7", but I have a 32-inch inseam. My waist is about 32 inches. My hips are about 37 inches, last time I measured. These fit good. Like I said, they come in a variety of styles, a variety of colors, and they're anywhere between $20 to $26. Good price. Now, as for sticking to the pole, they do a decent job. They're basically, I would say they're equivalent to skin with tack. They're not great, they're not perfect. See, I am starting to slide down, but they'll work. I would not recommend them if you're going to do upper level tricks or stuff like that, but for a beginner, basic tricks, and you're just wanting to stick to the pole, but as good as skin with tack on it, they're going to be just fine. Personally, I have so many leggings, these are going to end up in my closet for one of my winter outfits with a sweater or something like that. Okay? The next one we're going to do is Sticky Moon. Now these Sticky Moons actually you can get on Amazon, but these are the only leggings on Amazon that are actually specifically designed for pole dancing, okay? They're called Sticky Moon, okay? Now, Sticky Moons come in kind of a limited number of sizes, limited number of colors, and are not always available. So you just kind of have to be persistent in finding them. Now, putting them on, they're definitely snugger than the original pants than the first pair of pants, which is good. We like that. Okay? They have a stirrup, which I like. Their inseam is long enough that I can use the stirrup and it doesn't hurt my feet. The waist comes back high, comes up high enough for me. I have long legs, a high waist, but I have a very short waist. So I'm kind of particular. Now, flattering, they're semi-flattering. They're not unattractive. The V-cut in the back does enhance the booty, make things look good. I like the little moons all over them. They're cute. Cost-wise, the sticky moons are $77.77. Okay? I normally buy a large in most of my pants. Everything that you'll see here are mediums. I'm happy with the medium fits on all of these. They seem fairly true, but if you have less curves or more curves, you may need to use your judgment on which side you want. Okay? As far as measurements are concerned, all of the measurements seem to be the same as far as when you're looking at their website or diagrams and all. They're saying the waist is 30 inches, the hips are 40, and the length is 38 inches with an inseam of 30 inches. That's on every size, and they're calling it a US 10, okay? That is on every size chart that I have looked. I tend to agree with the measurements, but each one fits a little bit differently, okay? This one, like I said, not too tight in the waist, fairly comfortable. Doesn't do anything to help with the belly look. Oh well. But I do like the stirrup. I think it does pretty good. The moons are kind of cute, but like I said, limited sizes, limited colors, and occasionally limited availability. Okay? Now let's see how they stick to the pole. Well, they're better than skin, but they're really not my favorite. Okay? They just don't seem. Now, I will say a lot of these sticky leggings, if you find out, if you're using them, and it seems like they're not sticking, a little alcohol, and wipe them down. A lot of these leggings seem to attract dirt. They feel a little tacky when you're touching them. And like I said, they seem to attract dirt. So, let's try them again once I've wiped them down a little bit. Not bad. They just had a little bit of dust on them, so they're pretty good. Like I said, cost-wise, they're very reasonable. They're just limited. I like them, but they're not my favorite. Next set is called Pole Mood. These I found, I think these are Pole Mood. Yes. These I found on Etsy. They're $85.50. Really cool pattern. You've got your zebra type pattern with your leopard type pattern on the inner leggings. Okay. And then the label Pole Mood. So, really cool looking. These have the smallest waist on them, I've noticed, of all of them. Smallest waist. It's a straighter waistband. Putting these on, I mean, look. See? You can still see my body when I have these just holding. These are probably the smallest overall and the hardest to put on. They feel almost tight on me. Not snug, not fitted, but almost tight. They're tighter in the calf, tighter in the legs, and tighter up here, tighter in the buttonhole. I don't think they really flatter my body very well, which is not necessarily here or there when you're practicing, but you do kind of like to look good. So like I said, I don't think they're very flattering to my body type. And they are snug. They have the shortest inseam of the actual pole leggings, where they really are above my ankle. And they don't have a strap on them. Those are the things I don't like. I'm going to wipe them down just to make sure we get good stick. And let's try them on the pole. Good stick. Really good stick. They've got a great stick to them. Though while I'm on the pole, there's this weird crotch thing going on that's just very unattractive. But like I said, for practice and sitting and doing stuff on the pole, they're really great. I really think that they, for their price, $85.50 on Etsy. I'm not sure how many different sizes she does, or different colors and all. It may be limited because it is a small town, a small shop. It'd be something you'd have to look up, but like I said, it's on Etsy. For somebody who's shorter legged than I am, and probably similar measurements, just maybe less curvy, because, you know, some people have big butts, some people don't, some have bigger thighs, some have shorter legs, but we all have the same measurements. For somebody who's built a little bit more straighter in the body and has shorter legs than me, they'd probably be really, really comfortable. For me, they're just not the most comfortable, don't make me feel really great about myself as far as when I put them on. So they're really not my favorite, even though they really do a good job of sticking to the pole and doing what they're supposed to do. Okay, next pair. Okay, this pair is called the Pole Colt. Okay, see? These actually are on Poshmark. Okay, there's two colors, this and I think it's like a grayish green. They all have this same checkerboard pattern. Okay, they go for the Colt goes for $55 on Poshmark. Okay, they actually have the biggest waist of any of them. Okay, a little bit more leeway there. I'm gonna slide these on. They take a little bit of work. Okay, now what I like about these is they do have the stirrup, but stirrup feels a little tight. So I think the inseam's a little bit short for me to be using the stirrup as a stirrup. The good thing about them is the ones that do have stirrups on them, it's really easy just to unhook the stirrup and you just have an longer leg. Okay, so like I said, these do have a stirrup. I don't like to use their stirrup because I think the inseam's a little shorter than what I really like to be able to use the stirrup. Really felt really tight on the arch of my foot. The waist is a little big. It tends to ride a little bit lower than what I like. I kind of like it right up on my natural waist, and you see these tend to ride a little lower than my natural waist, and I kind of like it up on my natural waist. They're a little bit looser too. They're really not as flattering. Having this straight, while there's a dip in this back, there's not a whole lot of a dip, so it tends not to be quite as flattering, and it could partially be the pattern itself. But for the price, $55, not bad. Okay, as far as stick is concerned, they stick really well. I mean, you're not going to be sliding off the pole, though you can see how it's sliding down in the back. Having that larger waist tends to make that happen, okay? So, for these, actually my curvier girls who have maybe a bit of a thicker waist, bigger butt, whatever, I think these would really work well for, you know, the curvier types, okay? Especially if your waist is a little larger than your butt or something like that, you really might like these. The other thing, and it's something that I may end up doing, is you could always like make a little slit, because this has got a gap in between the slit. Make a little slit, run a piece of elastic around your waist to tighten it up, okay? In general, for the price, these are really a good buy. Paradise Chick. Now, that's the brand. This particular style that I have, that I'm wearing, is the Superhero Series Extra Sticky Aztec in a medium. Okay? They're actually pretty unique in that when I'm putting them on and I'm feeling where it's supposed to stick to the pole, it's not tacky. I don't feel like I'm sticking to anything. In fact, when I first bought them, I thought there was no way they would stick to the pole because they didn't stick. I didn't feel them sticking to me. I didn't feel them sticking to anything. They didn't stick to themselves. And I thought for sure they would not stick to the pole at all. Now, as far as fit, these are the mediums. They actually fit pretty good. They're not my favorite as far as flattering is. I think these little gappy things just accentuate every little lump and bump that you have. I don't really like that, okay? They do have a good V, which is flattering to the belly. They have a good V here, which is flattering. The pattern is kind of a cool, like I said, it's called Aztec. It's kind of a cool Aztec-y pattern. See? But the unique thing is you could probably put a sweater over this and some cute little boots and go out, and nobody would ever know that you were wearing anything for pull because you're not going to stick. There's no tacky to this, okay? I thought that was really kind of cool. Once I realized that, yes, these actually do stick. They actually have a decent amount of stick to them so that you're not sliding off the pole. So, I do like that. Like I said, as far as flattering is concerned, I don't consider them the most flattering. There's a lot of things that they're not my favorite. But I will wear them quite a bit because I do like the idea of being able to wear my pole clothes in and out without having to go into the dressing room and change and all that other stuff. Big issue with these is they are $115. Now you can get other versions, other patterns, other sizes, other colors, other things like that from Paradise Chick that range anywhere from $70 up to these that, like I said, these are $115. I've tried one of the other versions, did not like them. They didn't stick to the pole for me. They didn't work for me. I do know that there's plenty of pole women who do like them, who do wear Paradise Chick. I just, of all the possibilities that they had, I wanted to give them a fair shot, so I basically bought the best of their best, and I probably won't buy another pair. But I like these, and I'll wear them. I just won't invest again. Okay? To say that this is one of those times where name brand is really worth the name. Okay? This first pair are called Superfly Honeys. Superfly Honeys can be bought on their website. They range from $63 to $105 depending upon whether you're on sale, what color they are, what pattern the sticky is, all of that stuff, okay? So you just got to get on, find what you like, find what you want. Their unique feature is this crisscross that you're gonna see. It'll be on my back, okay? They also, and I took it out of these because I bought these actually used. They have these spots here where you actually can tighten your waistband or your back or the back. So I think that's kind of cool. And most pull leggings do have kind of a gap in the waistband area where if you needed to put like a piece of elastic or something to tighten it around your waist because you're one of those blessed people that have teeny tiny waists, it'd be easy to do. Okay, of course they have stirrups. Your upper end, their waist, this is a medium. Other than that one other thing, their waist is the snuggish waist, okay? I have to kind of work to get up over my hips. But the thing is, if you're hanging upside down, you don't want your leggings sliding off, okay? Now, okay, there's them. See how I love how this waist comes up? It's really up where it needs to be on my waistband. I feel comfortable with it, like it's not going to slide down. There really is fairly flattering cut. Nothing fixes that, but flattering cut. And you can see the crisscross, okay? See if I can back up a little bit more. See the crisscross? I can see where that would be kind of helpful for somebody to help tighten it if they have a bigger booty. Okay? I know these stick, but I'll show you. There are also ones that I sometimes have to wipe down because they tend to attract dirt. But when it comes to sticking to the pole, they do an amazing job. You're not going anywhere you don't want to go. And they're extremely comfortable. Lengthwise, I can work with them with or without the stirrup because the stirrup is so comfortable and the length is so good that it works perfectly, okay? Now, this brand is CXIX. It's also Creatures, oh, I forget, but CXIX. These are the premier. I'm not one to necessarily be buying name brand stuff, but I have to tell you, these are amazing. That CXIX Gecko Grip. They come in a variety of patterns, a variety of colors, all sorts of sizes. It costs anywhere from $96 to $115. Like I said, you've got a variety of sizes, a variety of patterns, different colors. You can put I like to buy mine off of polljunkie.com. They have good prices. Every now and then you'll get lucky and you'll find a really great sale, which is always nice. These are actually, and these are called the Mamba. These are actually my absolute favorite. I am not a snake print girl, but these are my absolute favorite sticky leggings. This is a size medium. I actually ended up getting these on sale for like $60, $63 and all. So every now and then you can get a really good sale, which is, you know, really, really great. My only complaint with these is these are really patterned. Really patterned. So you've got all sorts of stick. And dirt loves them. Sticks to them constantly, so I'm always having to wipe them down. Which is, you know, a good complaint to have, I guess, because it sticks. So. CXs have the stirrups on them, which you can use or not use. They're a little bit less tight on the waist, which I appreciate, especially when I'm trying to drag them up over my hips again. Good stretch in the length to make sure that I can get coverage without feeling like my stirrups are too tight. Pretty flattering fit. I really kind of like it. And even though this pattern the pattern comes up all the way to the waist, and it doesn't have much of a V in this style, it doesn't look bad, okay? It doesn't diminish. In this style over here, it's straight across the front, and then you've got that attractive little V shape in the back, which makes your butt look better. But they have a couple dozen, they probably have half a dozen different styles, all sorts of different colors. You can also get tops to match. I have actually the matching top for this. You can get long sleeve versions. There's such a variety that you can get with the CXIXs that it's really kind of fun to stay with their brand and use their brand as much as possible. The problem is it can be expensive. I got lucky with these and I got them on sale. The other ones, the turquoise ones, I spent a little bit more money on, but again, I think I got 20% off of them also. Okay? Now, stickability is exactly what you would expect for the name brand stuff. You're going to stick. Okay? You're not going to slide. You're not going to do anything. They're really soft and warm. They really are the best. Okay? So, yeah, they're my favorites, if you can't tell. So, again, I'm going to go over it with you. They're expensive. They're not my most expensive pair that I paid for, but they are expensive. They are my favorite. They're my top ones. Yes, every pair I tried on is a medium. They seem to work. Now, if you have unusual shape, say you have a tiny waist and a big butt, go by your butt size and put something into the waist to help with the waist, to tighten up the waist. And those, your Superfly hoodies, are really good for your tiny waists, and I believe the Pole Moods were one of the other ones that I thought were great for the tiny waist. Now, say you have a bigger waist, bigger butt, get the Pole Colt off of Poshmark. I really think they're designed for a bigger person because that waist was a little looser on me than the others, and I felt that it was really designed more for a more voluptuous person. Now, for your teeny tinies, the ones that I got off of Etsy, I believe they're the Pole Moods. Yeah, if you don't have very many curves, I think they would be very flattering on you. Me, they kind of smooshed all my curves and just weren't the most comfortable. Especially if you're a petite, tiny, short-legged little thing, which I totally envy you. Try your Pole Moods, okay? For just, if you have the money and you're just your average, normal-sized person, Superfly hoodies and CXIXs, I can't say enough about them. They are amazing. But if you're short on funds and you just need something to give you a little extra grip, a little extra help, a little extra of everything, try the ones that I got off of either Poshmark or Etsy. Or even the Sticky Moons off of Amazon. Those are less expensive, but still semi-good quality. Now, you can always do and get, like I said, the $20 to $26 ones off of Amazon. They're better than being bare-legged if you can't stick. But they're really not what I would completely recommend. Okay? All right. Long, but I hope you take the time to really watch it and listen, and maybe I'll give you some advice for your future. Thank you.